Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is exciting because it's relating to me and Mikey. Today's actually our 8th month wedding anniversary, so I thought, oh, why not do a wedding related video? So for this video, I'm going to be sharing 10 tips with you on how to save money at your wedding. I have no other wedding experience besides my own. Like, I've never been a wedding planner or anything, so all I know is what I've done and what I've talked to people about. So these are just a couple of tips that if you really want to save money, these could help you. If you have a budget, it's so much easier to put it into perspective and really know what you really want to spend money on. So the first one definitely is to just marry a frugal person. Obviously you're gonna fall in love with who you fall in love with, and some things you can't really change. So if they love the big flashy glamorous stuff, then you're probably kind of out of luck, unless you can talk them into having just a little cute small wedding. But a lot of girls have had their wedding planned out since they're 5 and probably gonna have some trouble trying to convince them to do something else. That's number 1, marry a frugal person. Okay, so maybe I have more than 10. So number 2 is get married in the summertime, during some time where you can have it outside. I know this sounds like, oh well, duh. So if you have an outdoor wedding, you will probably save hundreds, thousands on a venue, because you can go to a park, you can go to your best friend's backyard, on a beach. Literally you can do anything you want, make it as informal. So if you can have a venue outside that you don't have to pay for, that's like the dream. So number 3 is invite family only. I know you want to share this day with all of your friends and all those people that honestly it's not worth it. They will come, they will enjoy your day, they will love on you just as much as you think they will, but if they are not as close to you as blood relatives are, if there's a slight chance that you're probably not going to see them in 20 years, don't invite them to your wedding, because really it's for you. It's about you and your partner. So really it's not about anyone else. This day is for you, so don't make it about anyone else. If they're mad at you because they didn't get an invite, they're not a true friend. Who cares? Number 4, girls, do not buy a wedding dress. This is the biggest ripoff of the century. If you go to a wedding dress place, they are gonna mark up the prices 200%. I went dress shopping at loads of places and everything was just so out of my price range. Honestly, I wanted to spend $200 max on a wedding dress, because you wear it for one day for a couple of hours. But go to a boutique store, a vintage store, secondhand store. Honestly, do not feel like you need to go to all these bridal shops. Just gonna mark it up and kind of just rip you off. There are a lot of cool places that you can go to. I found my wedding dress in a small boutique. I walked into the store and they did have a couple of wedding dresses, but this dress was just on the shelf next to all the other dresses. Oh my gosh, that's the one. It was white and nude, lacy, but stripy. It was all kinds of stuff going on. And it was not a typical wedding dress. So pick what you want to wear it, and then it's a wedding dress. Boom. Don't let labels define you. So the next one is go DIY. DIY is honestly the best, because you get to show your creative side, you get to get your hands a little dirty. If you're the kind of person that just doesn't want to deal with that kind of stuff and it stresses you out, don't do it. Don't do it, because it's not worth being stressed out over. But honestly, I went downstairs in my grandma's basement, found old flower pots, weird things that I could shove candles or flowers in, and it was the best decision of my life. Otherwise, you're looking at $20 to $50 per centerpiece, and if you have a big family or a lot of tables, it's gonna rack up. Another thing that you can DIY is your bouquet. If you know what you want, make it yourself, because guaranteed you can go to Trader Joe's or any other supermarket, any other wholesale flower shop. You could even get them off the side of the road. I know a friend that did that. So if you know exactly what you want and you think you can create it, it's not that hard. Just find the picture of something you want and then buy the flowers that are in that picture, bunch them all together, tie some string around it, and you got yourself a lovely little bouquet. It's easy. I know there's like tradition where bridesmaids are supposed to have flowers, and the groomsmen and the parents of the bride and the parents of the groom and grandparents and all these people are supposed to have flowers, but if you don't want them to, you don't need to. Just have them sit down and enjoy the wedding. Do what you want. Number 3 DIY thing that you can do is cakes. I just went to a bakery because I wanted to have a couple gluten-free ones, and I was like, can you just make this gluten-free cake but just frost it white? They didn't know it was for my wedding. So right there you save so much money, because if you go to a bakery and are like, can you make my wedding cake, they're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, dollar signs, like she's gonna spend loads of money here. Don't. Go on Amazon, buy one of those tier things where you can stack it up, or just have them laying on the table. That's really in these days. Another thing you can DIY, favors. So I made my own favors, which were really easy. You can go on Pinterest, there's loads of ideas. If you don't know what you want to do, cookies are always a good idea, something you can eat, because to be honest, most of the time people leave theirs behind. They don't really care, they don't really know if they're supposed to take it, they don't really know what's going on. When you're unsure, go like the food route. They'll always eat food. If you don't feel like having favors, don't. They're there for you. They don't care about the favor. Next one is be friends with a photographer. Okay, so I guess that can't happen with everyone. We are really lucky because one of our really good friends is a photographer, and she has done like all of our pictures for us since forever. She was gonna come to the wedding anyway. She was like, yeah, I would love to take your pictures. And so since she lives in Canada, we just paid for her ticket instead of having to go to someone else and like pay the full thousands of dollars that a wedding photographer can cost. The next thing is concerning the rings. So this is a little trick that one of my friends that I worked with taught me. You go to a wholesale jeweler, because the wholesale jewelers sell the rings to the jewelry stores and then sell it to you. So if you just skip that whole jewelry store section, then you're gonna save a couple $100 on your wedding rings. Always, if you ever go into a jewelry store, no matter if it's wholesale, secondhand, straight out of the mall, always ask them, is that the best price you can give me? Like if you're dead set on buying that ring, guaranteed they can go a little bit lower, and to try and get you your sale, oh, we can give you 15% off, or oh yeah, like I can find this promotion and we can mark it down for you. You're gonna save a couple $100 doing that. Last but not least is letting your groomsmen and your bridesmaids wear what they want. When you let them wear what they want, kind of give them like a structure. So Mikey gave his groomsmen like a dark gray suit. I think it was like any kind of gray, to be honest. A lot of the guys already had gray suits and they didn't have to go out and buy one. My bridesmaids, I was just like creamy, neutrally whitey. If they had a dress that would be perfect, then wear it. So that's a huge plus, because a lot of the time I'm gonna put the burden on them to like buy or rent a tux or something like that, and I would hate doing that to my friends, and so I would probably want to chip in, but then you're spending more money. It just makes it so much easier on everyone if they can just wear what they want. Or if you just want to avoid that whole situation altogether, just don't even have bridesmaids or groomsmen, because that'll probably save you money in the long run too. So I hope this video was a little bit informative and a little bit fun for you guys, so you can just kind of see what I did, how we saved money, how we stuck to a budget. It's definitely easy to do. This is one day of your entire life, and your marriage is not about the wedding day. The marriage is about everything after the wedding day. So don't turn it into this huge big thing that you guys fight over, that you argue about, that you spend a ton of money on, that you go in debt over before you're even married. Like, it's not worth it. So just keep it easy, keep it simple. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Anything you guys did to save money on your weddings, comment down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!